Welcome to Podcast, the Business of Dentistry podcast, brought to you by Practice Plan. Podcast delivers the best business advice, real-life stories, and practical hints and tips to make your practice a more profitable and sustainable business. And now, here's your host.
Hello there, and thank you for joining today's podcast. My name is Katrina James, and I'm one of the area managers here at Practice Plan Group. Today, I'm here to talk to you about how you can expect to be supported with us here at Practice Plan. And when we say be supported, the team at Practice Plan really do stand out. I know I'm biased, but we absolutely do. Whether this is from the office team who are there to help with any patient queries, or the regional support advisor teams who buddy with our practices, both on a one-to-one basis with them and with the regional support managers, just to be a direct contact at the office. And you've got our incredible field team of regional support managers who have a huge wealth of industry knowledge, and we really do go the extra mile to support our clients' needs. I think what we do need to consider, though, is what support means for each of your clients. You know, every practice has different needs and requirements. What is it they want from their plan provider, and what is it they really expect a plan provider to do? There are lots of different plan providers out there, and each will offer a general collection and payment service, taking money from patients and simply paying the dentist for the memberships that they have in place. And you can maybe expect some providers to also have a field team member that will drop in and out of practices periodically to have a meeting. And then again, there are some plan providers that offer a complete hands-off approach, and they just manage the direct debit side of things only, and the practices are left to deal with everything themselves. Now, what you can expect from Practice Plan is a complete holistic approach to your business. Whilst we're fundamentally a plan administrator, we recognise the importance of really getting under the skin of things and understanding the bigger picture of what's going on in a practice. What are the practice goals? What are their longer term strategies? Let's learn about the team within the practice. What challenges have the practice got? How are they managing them? We'll really work with you to assist you and to review your business model with you and help you grow your revenue, because we want to ensure that you've got security and profitability. In addition to working with industry consultants with our clients, we have a consultative approach to how we work ourselves. And this is to ensure that we're providing the best all-round support for practices to help them to be the best versions of themselves that they can be. At the end of the day, our business is your business, so we will support you in ways that you wouldn't perhaps anticipate a plan provider to do. Often I'll get a call with somebody on the day, just, ad hoc queries, day-to-day things that come along. And because our clients know they can trust and rely on us, myself, their regional support managers, many just consider us an extension of their team because they've built such really good, solid relationships with us. We're a sounding board, and what they think is a safe go-to for advice, or just a friendly pair of ears and a kind voice to listen. Sometimes working in practice can be really hard. You could feel quite isolated, and knowing that somebody's there for you, somebody that gets you and understands you, can really make a difference. So we've said we're going to be supportive. What are the sort of things we can support you with on a day-to-day basis? Well, let's think about a new business owner, maybe someone purchasing for the first time or setting up a squat. It's really important to be setting the standard for how you are going to manage that process. What about initial patient discussions? If ownership's changed, what are you telling patients? Or if that treating dentist has moved on and is no longer there, what are you going to say? Who should say it? What things should you avoid saying? What is the best way for managing emails and calls and responding to things? And how do you answer difficult questions on occasions? There's so many things to think about, really, and we can help you with all of this. And if you are a new owner looking to get your practice profile right, we do have a brilliant in-house marketing team, and they can help with you. They can help you and your team to review your brand, really help you be noticed, give you top tips on marketing, things like sending out brilliant newsletters to your patients, simple tools like referral cards, or maybe even just doing leaflet drops, things to get your business out there and get footfall into your practice. Now, something that's really important is the patient journey, and we will spend time looking at the patient journey you currently have, and we can support you with improving this, taking the whole team through the best processes that we know maximise your opportunities. We can look at things like how to convert your inquiries that you're getting into actual chair time and help you instill good processes consistently to make the experience just great for the patients and also great for your business. All your practices need to be ensuring that fee per item pricing is where it needs to be and that your hourly rates and share time is understood and accounted for when you're costing plan or treatments. And this is somewhere where I often find practices do fall down. Maybe they don't understand it or they haven't just considered it enough. We will always review your fee per item rates and your plan fees to ensure they and your dental plans remain profitable. Another element is diary zoning. And again, this is massively important for your business. And it is an area where I see practices need a lot of support. It's one of the most important things you can do to maximise your chair time and ensure that there's no white space in the books. You need to be keeping associates and hygienists busy and generating income. And if this is managed well and surgeries are full, you're going to be generating the yield that you need to as a business owner also. Now, we can help practice managers and the reception teams to really understand the diary, because if they don't understand how it works, it's all going to fall down. We can help you work out how to calculate what appointments and how many appointments you're going to need and plan your chair time effectively, and help you understand how to manage your time for things like routine recalls, treatments, new patient examinations, emergencies, and anything else that needs to be popped in there so it's effective to ensure that the diary is working for everybody. So another area that we often get asked about is recruitment and retention. We're often asked a lot of questions around how we manage paying associates because, of course, this does sit hand in hand with this. We've got a team of regional support managers who can really steer you through all your options, looking at the different ways in which you can pay your associates, your hygienists, your therapists, etc., and demonstrate to you how these different ways work. We've got some great tools that we've designed specifically to support practices to help you determine what is the right method for you and your team about paying. Ultimately, you've got to remember you've got to refer back to your contract, because the contract at the end of the day is what it's all about. But we can signpost to you as well where support on contracts can be provided, because we work with some great industry specialists. Now, you may also be somebody who's looking to leave the NHS, and this is where you really do need to have the guidance and support from someone experienced who really understands what they're doing. At Practice Plan, we've managed hundreds of NHS conversions simply in the last few years alone, and our team of regional support managers can support you through anything that you really want to go through regarding an NHS conversion, whether that's a full conversion or a partial conversion. We can support you with all of your queries. And we do get asked a lot of things, things like, how do I speak to the ICB? What sort of things do I need to know? How can I manage clawback? Because that's a huge fear for practices. What preparation do I need to do? How is my pension going to be affected? How do I replace my income? What are the risks? How do I tell patients? And when is the best time to do it? I mean, this is just scratching the surface of some of the things that we will get asked. But ultimately, it's the biggest decision that a dentist is going to make. And it's not one that's going to be taken lightly. So we will question and we will challenge everything that you tell us so that we know the ins and outs of every aspect of your business. And we're doing a risk and viability assessment at the same time before we even start. Once we're in a position and we feel you're ready to go, we will hold your hand through every step of the process, including being there in practice for you when you first go live, to ensure that the journey is supported end to end. And our focus is always on team too. We know how important the team is in a business. It's really important that the team you have are on board with you and you bring them along in whatever your vision and journey is. They need to know what the end game is. And we can help you with creative ideas and simple communication that will support you to do this and make sure everybody's on board. Also, we run events both locally and nationwide for all of the practice team to get involved in, help them learn, help them share ideas and support each other. One of the most popular events that we run is our annual workshop tour, and this is a UK-wide event that's hosted by guest speakers, specifically created with that entire team in mind. And these days are designed to inform and motivate and guide practices on the way to grow their people and their processes, and ideally support the business to become better versions of themselves and meet their aspirations and goals. The regional support managers out in the field will also run local breakfast meetings. These are for the practice managers or the owners, and they can come along and share experiences with other people who do the same job. They often create their own peer-to-peer groups and keep in touch regularly. And I know how much these are really valued and appreciated. And I do pop along myself to some of them and come and see everybody and say hello. We've got WhatsApp groups set up across the country where practice managers or owners, depending on which group they're in, can opt in to join. And this is brilliant because they can get really good ongoing support from other people across the country doing the same roles as them. So they're getting support from people in the business doing the same jobs, and they can get support from us at the same time. And these are great little groups. And my phone does ping off from time to time, and I'll look down and I'll see a message, and it's somebody saying, "Oh, can anybody recommend me a good company to come and service my autoclave?" Or "Can you recommend a practice that does sedation for this nervous patient of mine?" So it just opens you up and gets you involved. So you see, we're not just only plans, we are a plan provider, and we are all about the business of dentistry, ensuring that we bring the right support to all our practices. I hope that's given you a little bit more insight into the support element that we provide you at Practice Plan. My name is Katrina, and thank you very much for joining me today. I hope it's been helpful and informative. And if you'd like to learn any more about Practice Plan and how we could support you, please do reach out. We'd love to hear from you.